Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Now, if you're new to my channel, you're probably wondering why you hear a person speaking in the background. Well, whenever I post compilations on my channel, I normally give you guys a story time, so if you're just here for the designs and you don't want to hear me, you are more than welcome to mute the video. But I just recently saw this TikTok on my For You page, and I automatically thought of this story time, and I figured why not share it on here since y'all somewhat enjoy my story times. So long intro, we don't do that over here, so I'm just gonna jump right into this video. So one day during my freshman year in high school, I invited my best friend at the time and a few other girls to the park to hang out, kind of like to reconnect since we haven't seen each other in a long time. So after we finished having fun and stuff like that, we decided to get something to eat before we all came back to my house because we were hungry. But when I came home, I noticed Layla, we're gonna call the girl Layla didn't get anything to eat because she didn't have any money on her. So being the good friend that I am, I decided to pay for her food. Because if you're my friend, I'm not going to eat in front of you. It's either I'm going to buy you something to eat or I'm going to share with you. And because we were already at the house, I just decided to buy her some food off Uber Eats. So I'm like, I don't have Uber Eats on my phone, so I'm going to download it and get you something, okay? That's what I told Layla. Then she's like, nah, I have the app on my phone. You can just order it off here. So I paid for her food with my card information. And before y'all say anything, the reason I didn't use PayPal was because I forgot my login. So I just ended up using my card. Mind you, she's supposed to be my best friend, so I wasn't expecting her to do nothing sneaky. So when they all left my house, I realized that I left my card information in her phone. So I text her and tell her, don't forget to delete my card info off your phone. I had accidentally left it on there. She's like, don't worry, I will. And a couple days go by and I don't hear from Layla at all. She didn't text me all day, she didn't call me, nothing, which was really weird because we always spoke on the phone because that was like my dog, like she was my best friend. So I knew that was out of the norm because when I tell y'all we spoke every day, I mean that, like morning, afternoon, dinner, midnight, any time of the day you could think of, we were speaking. So something just told me to go to the Chase app on my phone and check my balance. I don't know what told me that. Maybe it was God looking out for me, but he told me to check my balance. Because I just had a funny feeling that something was off. I had a feeling that when I checked my account, I was going to have money stolen. The way Layla was moving was giving me that energy, like that I'm avoiding you because it is some green shit to you energy. So when I checked my cards, y'all not gonna believe what my account said. And I'm gonna have y'all guess first. How much y'all think I had left in my account? Now, if you get zero, you're wrong. I kid y'all not, I had negative $200, almost $200 in my account. Not zero, not $1, not $2, not $3, not $4. Your girl was in the damn negatives. Like, that was so crazy to me. Mind y'all, the money that was on my account was from when I participated in SYP. Now, if you're not from New York, you're probably not going to know what it is, but basically SYP stands for Summer Youth Employment Program, and students from the ages from I think 14 to 24 get paid up to $1,500 to work during the summer. So at the time, that's all I had. That's all the money I had on my card because my mom had opened that account just for SYP. Mind you, I didn't even get to spend any money on my own card besides like food and other things like that because I was planning on saving that money to buy a gift for my mom's birthday and do other stuff that I wanted to do. So doing the math in my head, she had to spend almost like $1,700 for my account to be in the negatives. And that may not seem like a lot to some people, but that's a lot to me considering that I worked hard all summer for that money, waking up at like 5 in the morning and working like 7 hours out of the day, out of my time. It's like all those long, hard-working days had gone to waste for me at that moment. And the worst part to me out of this whole situation is the fact that my account was in the negatives. I just find that to be very, very, very disrespectful and overboard. I can understand if you going through something and you need to borrow like 50 or 100 and then you pay me back whenever you get the chance. But to spend over 1K on someone else's card, people can just be so grimy. But anyways, enough of me venting about that. But just speaking about it makes me so angry. But after I looked at my balance, I decided to call Layla to ask her if it was actually her that spent the money on my card. Now, even though I was already 100% sure it was her, because she was the only person I gave my card info to, Well, I didn't give it to her, but y'all know what I mean. So basically, I just called her to see if she would tell me the truth. And as any normal person who gets caught stealing would do, she denies taking the money from me. She called me all bunch of names like delusional, psychopath, the B word. She was just spazzing out on me when really it should have been me spazzing out on her, because she was the one who stole from me. And she just swore up and down she didn't spend anything. So after giving her the chance to own up to her actions, I decided to take it to my mom. And when I take stuff to my mom, it's over. Like, anytime anything bad happens, I normally try to prevent telling my mom, because I know how she can be, and I know the power she holds and the amount of trouble she can get people in. And because Layla was, of course, my best friend at the time, I didn't want to resort to that, but I obviously had no choice. So I tell my mom everything that happened, and I obviously get cursed out and in trouble myself for even putting my card info in her phone, because that was something I never should have did in the first place, especially because of how personal it was. Like, you should never put your card, your social security, anything personal into nobody's phone. But after that, we contacted Action Fraud to report the missing money in my account. And since I didn't authorize any of the charges, after reading my statement, Chase refunded the fraudulent charges that were made on my card, and I got back all my money. And I don't know how the word got around, but word got out that me and my mom was going to file a police report on Layla. And because she started feeling the heat, because she started feeling like, like she was really about to get in some big trouble, she decided to finally own up to what she did after she had blocked me on everything. Yes, because when I was texting her, the messages would not go through, so she blocked me. So she ended up unblocking me and giving me this sorry excuse as if I was supposed to forgive her. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she said something like, "I'm sorry for taking your money. It was wrong of me. I promise I will pay you back. Every last bit. Just please don't take me to court. My mom is sick and she's been struggling to provide for me. So when I seen the opportunity to save me and my mom, I took it. We've been friends for so long. Please don't make our friendship end this way, blah, 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 blah." And if I find the message, I'm going to put it in here. But she just went on and on trying to be manipulative and sorry. And what really made me even hotter reading that message was the fact that she was lying. I wish I had the screenshots to show y'all the transaction on my account, but it's not even there no more because I had to close that account. But y'all, if you could see the transaction, she wasn't spending it on anything that would be helpful for her and her mom. Because mind you, in the message she sent to me, she said that I think she said her mom was sick. So you would think she was paying for her groceries or medications. No, she was spending it on sneakers, clothes. She even bought a designer Gucci bag for like $350. Like, the fact you could just sit there and lie to my face was just even more effed up. So after that, I don't even think I responded to her. I was about to. I definitely was about to. I was really about to curse that girl out, y'all. But my mom convinced me to hold my tongue and let her and God take care of the rest. So we ended up taking Layla and her mom to court and ended up going our separate ways. We didn't even go to school together or anything like that. So I was good. And ever since then, I've been very mindful of what information I give to people, what I do on other people's phones, what info I put in other people's phones. And don't get me wrong, of course I've paid for other people's food ever since that incident. I'm not saying that, oh, she just messed it up for everybody else. I definitely have paid for my friends' food and put card information in people's phones, but I don't use my card. Like, I'll use PayPal. That's the only way I do anything. I will use PayPal, and I make sure to remember to log out of my information. But I think I only did that like once since then. Other than that, I make sure I do it on my phone personally, because now I think you can, like, you don't even have to have the Uber Eats app. I didn't even know that at the time, like, that you didn't even have to have the app, that you could just go on ubereats.com, and I could have did it myself. But yeah, I've never done anything stupid like that since, so I definitely did learn my lesson. And y'all might be wondering, like, isn't this a re-upload? Yes, y'all, I had to re-upload this video because I had to implement some kind of story time or voiceover into this video in order to make the money off of this video. And it probably might not make the same views, but I don't know. I just had to delete it and put it back on here. But regardless if it makes the same views or not, I just had to add a story time for y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this story time, and I definitely do have more beauty content coming out besides nails. I think this is not the last nail content I'm posting. That's not what I'm saying, but this is like the last. I can never like formulate my words. Yeah. So basically what I'm trying to say is that this is the last nail content y'all will see. After this, I'm gonna start posting more like a back to school hairstyle inspiration, because a lot of people have been DMing me asking if I could post that. Yes, I have videos on that, I just haven't had the time to edit them, but this will be the last nail content that y'all see before I start posting like other beauty content. So until I post other beauty content, y'all not gonna see a lot of nail stuff, because I keep promising y'all that you're gonna see other beauty content, and I want to be a woman of my word. So yeah. And a lot of y'all been saying that I've been speaking too fast in my story times. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot control how fast I speak, but I promise to go a little bit slower whenever I'm giving y'all story time or girl talk in my videos. I'm sorry, y'all. Remember to leave a huge thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below what other story times y'all want me to tell, or what other nail content or anything in general. Just comment down below anything y'all want to see, and I'll be sure to post it for you guys. See y'all in the next video. Bye, baddies.